Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back on R Factor 2 for more of the new DLC content. Now like I mentioned in the video we did in the Ferrari GTE car at Le Mans a couple of days ago, if you missed out on that video I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. Today we're going to be taking the Radical SR3 XX out for a spin at quite a special track that I'm sure many of you will probably recognise from the past. We're heading to Istanbul in Turkey. I thought, you know, a light little car like this around quite a high downforce orientated circuit like Istanbul was certainly going to be fun. That engine, okay, we'll definitely be giving that. So in all honesty, unlike the Ferrari, I've really got no idea what to expect from this thing, but I'm expecting it just to be a bit of a pocket rocket. In all honesty, let's just slowly bring it out of the pit lane and head out onto this Istanbul track. It sounds like it's a go-kart. It's hilarious. I'm sure it'll probably drive like one as well. Yeah, been a very long time though since I've driven a Radical on any sim. In all honesty, is the back end already trying to snap round on us. Used to do a little bit of the Radical challenge back on iRacing, but haven't done that in a very long time at this point. As we get a little bit loose and lively there. Yeah, this thing revs up to over 10,000 RPM though, so it's certainly, you know, that engine is working at the best of times. It's, yeah, I'm probably, I think, powered by a motorbike engine. There's a very good chance that is the case. As let's head through turn 8 for the very first time then in this car. Getting a little bit loose, but we held on to it in the end. So I think it's only got a 6-speed box, so it's only going to be doing about 100... I think these normally do about 155 miles an hour. It's about 255 kph, about just over that, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll give it a run, see how quickly it heads down this back straightaway. Been a long time since I drove around Istanbul, I'll be honest. I sort of miss this place. I think it's a good racetrack, but I think it might be a little bit overhyped in a lot of people's eyes nowadays. As that's definitely not going to help us. So yeah, it doesn't quite reach the 250 kph mark that I was thinking then. Probably limited to about 235. Although I think the power runs out about then anyway. Let's try and go for a bit more of an attacking lap then, here around Istanbul. Down in towards turn 1, we're going to brake at the 100 metre board. Obviously track falls away from you through the first corner. We've held on to it though in the end. Through turn 2, back up the hill we go. Try and give yourself the shortest run. It also opens the run into turn 3. You're going to brake just before the 50 metre board there, just at the brow of the hill. Try and get down towards that curving, keep it tidy through there to open up the run through the next corner there. So we take a lot of curve that time round. Sure, that would be quite a bumpy ride. Through the next double apex left-hander. No. We're going to completely drop it. Don't say we're caught on the curbs. Come on. There we go. So yeah, R Factor once again proving a little bit loose and lively for me at the very best of times. But we'll continue on nonetheless in towards turn 7. Let's see if we can get a bit of a tidier run through this complex of corners this time around. Last time the car tried to kill me. I'll be honest, I'm very much expecting the same. Trying to keep it pretty much pinned. Yep, it's still trying it. So we use up all the asphalt and run off on the exit there. 218 kilometers an hour as we head down in towards the chicane. This thing is just all over the place. Now I'm sure this thing is probably destined for a lot of UK club racing series, I'm sure, on R Factor. We'll be seeing a lot of that. This thing at Alton Park, Brands Hatch, maybe Silverstone, one of the national or international layouts. Everywhere like that is sort of what this car's designed for. It's very quintessential about how the UK builds quick race cars. No weight and not too much power. That's the way we like to do things in this part of the world as we head through the final couple of corners. What time is it going to be? It's going to be a 2:13. Obviously a lot more time to find than that. It's been so long since Formula 1 raced here, I've really got no idea as to sort of what a Formula 1 benchmark would be around this circuit, but oh my, keep the foot in it, refuse to give up. It's just all over the place through the first couple of corners. It certainly is going to keep you on your toes, I'm sure of that. But yeah, this thing, just like the Ferrari's £4.50, definitely worth the money on R-Factor. I've never understood why, for me. I always seem to have an issue with buying content on R-Factor when I'll quite happily spend twice as much for it, or 3 times as much, in terms of car cases on iRacing. I don't know whether it's just obviously you can use it a bit more potentially in series, but even that is a bit of a lottery at the best of times. Keeping it third gear there to avoid the wheel spin has allowed us a good run up the hill. But yeah, this thing is still very, very good fun. Feels, you know, I've never obviously driven one of these in real life, but handles exactly as loosely as I'd imagine it does at the end of the day. Down the hill we go. Trying to see what sort of times we can get out of this car. Struggling a bit with the understeer there, as obviously the track just falls away from you. Definitely, third gear seems to be much more of a friend than second in this thing. Second gear, it will still try to kill you, which is not the most reassuring thing in the world. And anyway, through the kink once again, up into 6th gear. Reaching speeds of just over 220 kph as you get over the brow. We're going to brake just at the curbing. Try and keep it nice and tidy, actually clipping that curb for the first time. Gotta leave it through second in here, otherwise you just won't ever get the power down. Won't get the car ready to go through the final corner. Keep it nice and tidy. There we go, that's going to be a fairly clean lap of Istanbul then, a 2:04.5. Let's try and go for one more fast lap then. Braking just at the 100 metre board, you don't want to clip the curbing. Back end is still all over the place there. You can see just how much we're trying to fight the back end. So we head through the first corner. Get a much tidier run though through turn 2. What a little car this thing is. I would highly, highly recommend giving it a go if you've got a little bit of spare money in your Steam wallet. It's just burning a hole in your pocket. I'm sure this will burn bigger holes through tyres at the end of the day. It's just everywhere. It's like a puppy. It just wants to be over there, it wants to be over here. You never quite know what it wants to do. You just got to go along with it. See if we can get the power down in second gear this time. There we go. We're starting to learn it a little bit more. Starting to tame this absolute... Well, it just handles like a go-kart at the end of the day. That's the best way of describing it. Keep it on the curbing. There we go. You can probably get that completely pinned if you get it right. Do a good setup on. Everything like that. Braking just at the curbing once again. Still struggling with the understeer though. Come on, little radical. Let's go for a 2:02. That's the aim at the end of this lap. I'm sure top guys are already getting under the 2-minute mark, but I'm not a top guy at R-Factor, as you've probably already gathered from the last couple of videos. Down in towards the hairpin. These are the sorts of cars, though, that make you want to be a better driver, make you believe you can be a better driver. If you can master something like this, then you're ready to step up into some quicker machinery. Through the final corner we go, though. Get the foot down once again. It is going to be a 2-minute 2.699. I'll take that at the end of the day there. But yeah, really was not too sure what to expect from this radical before we jumped into it, but certainly very, very good fun at the end of the day. If you guys did enjoy this video, do make sure you get yourself subscribed as well for more R-Factor 2 content coming to the channel over the coming weeks and months. Generally speaking, we just sort of cover the DLC content, but, you know, would love to do a little bit more with this sim if we ever get the opportunity. But yeah, that'll do us for this video though, guys. Like I said in the Ferrari video as well, there will be a lot of our iRacing DLC content coming to the channel over the next couple of weeks as well. But yeah, that'll do us for this one though, guys, and hopefully I will see you all in the next video.